my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. Welcome back if you're a regular viewer, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this vlog and consider subscribing. So welcome to this week's Friday Sews, where I talk to you about what I've been doing in the world of sewing. Now, it has been a very, very exciting week for me. The biggest thing that has been happening to me is my sewing social. Well, actually, that's a lie. First of all, for those of you that watched last week, you will know that I had an interview on Friday. So let me give you the interview news first of all. So I had the interview, it went really, really well. I felt really confident when I came out, and I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed like selling myself. Obviously I was nervous, but yeah, it went good. So I had a very, very long wait, but yesterday I found out that I had been successful. So I've got the new job, so I'm very, very, very pleased. There was a couple of positions for different areas, and I got the area that I wanted. So I was really, really chuffed. I've had my feedback from the presentation, and I was actually from the interview, and they actually said that my presentation was the best presentation, so that was really nice. So yeah, so I have got my new job, which is really good news. I'm really excited, up for a new challenge. It's still at the same company because I don't think I'll ever leave, but yeah, more money, which will come in handy. And yeah, not for more fabric though, it will be used towards house stuff, definitely. So that's what's happening in my job. So that's really exciting. I won't start for 4 weeks. It'll be a bit of a handover, but yeah, really looking forward to it. Then on the Saturday, I had my sewing social. I think I was actually more nervous about my sewing social than I was my actual interview. But I have to say a massive thank you to Becky from What Beck Sews, because she came over early. And it's a good hour drive for her to me, so she came over early and she brought over her ironing board and some bits and bobs to help me that I didn't have, and help me set up and calm the nerves and show people where to go when they got there. And she also brought her Jazz and Wow over as well, her pop-up shop. So that was really, really nice. And yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. I think in total we had 14 people. I had one person who couldn't attend due to a family issue, and then another lady very last minute couldn't attend, but she will be coming to the next one. So I should have had about 16, but I ended up having 14, and it was a really lovely group. I had some of my faithfuls there. So I had Sarah from I had Sarah from Sew Sarah's Style. I had Becky, obviously. I had Jenny, who goes to my other social. I had Jules, who goes to Becky's other social. And then I also had Sally, who runs the Staffordshire social. So yeah, I had a few familiar faces that were really, really good at talking to the other ladies and helping them feel at ease, because all the other ladies didn't know anybody. So it was like their first, some of them it was their first sewing social, and for some of them, they were a little bit more reserved and were very apprehensive, but the feedback was they all had a brilliant time, and they've all booked on either for the June or July ones, but they've booked on holidays permitting and stuff. So yeah, really, really excited about that, and it went really, really well. Had a great time, and I even managed to do a little bit of sewing, which shock horror. My stickers went down well, so they all had a little sticker when they turned up to show that they're in my sewing social club. And yeah, it's just a great, great day. Really enjoyed myself, and I can't wait for the next one. I've already purchased the first prize for the raffle for June, and it's a great first prize. I've actually bought two, one for myself, one for the raffle. So yeah, that's really exciting. And yeah, just had a really good time. June bookings are open, as are the rest of the year actually. I have half full so far. I think I've got 10 people attending in June. So if you're thinking about coming to my sewing social, it's in Walsall. So if you're in the Midlands, you don't have to be in Birmingham. Please drop me a message, drop me an email on sewforserenity@icloud.com, or message me on Instagram or here on YouTube, and we can get you booked in. Yeah, so that's that. And then yeah, what have I been actually getting up to? Well, first of all, what am I wearing? Well, I'm actually wearing a coat that I bought from Next in the sale, but I'll take that off because I am actually wearing a Me Made today. So I am wearing the I think it's called the collage top from Matchy Sewing Club, and I made this out of a pair of cut-offs of jeans that were like, I cut some legs off some jeans for my husband and turned them into shorts, an old denim top and an old leopard print top, and I did this a couple of years ago for sewcial. I might have a picture of the items of clothing that I made this out of, and I absolutely love this top. I forgot I actually had it, and since I've been sorting out my wardrobe and stuff since I've moved house, I kind of noticed that I hadn't put this on for a while. I got a little label that says sustainably made, because it is sustainably made, and I love it. And I think the reason why I reached for this today was I recently just purchased another pattern from Matchy sewing company called the Archer pants. Yeah, they're a kind of barrel leg work trouser, this look that's in at the moment. And I saw a really nice pair made in a leopard print denim. I'll put a picture of the ones that I'm talking about, and I straight away went over and bought the pattern, and I have sent that off to be printed. Yes, printed, flamingo print, so that will be on its way. And yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna make that first. I'm gonna probably do a wearable twirl of those, because they are elasticated trousers, so I don't think there's going to be too much fitting. But yeah, I'll probably do a wearable twirl, and then I'd love to make a denim pair. I really love the look, oversized, kind of casual, comfy look, because I'm all about the comfies. So that kind of what made me think of Matchy, and then I thought, oh, I've got a top that I made. So yeah, bit of a tedious link, but that's kind of where I was going with it. So that's what I'm wearing. So yeah, I have bought a few patterns. I have bought the Matchy Archer pants. I've sent that off to be printed. I've also sent off the juniper dress to be printed as well, and that's been on my plans for a couple of weeks now. So yeah, the juniper dress, and then what else did I send off to be printed? I'm sure there's another one, and I can't think what it is. No, I can't think. I'm sure I put 3 to be printed off. It'll be a surprise when it comes through. Okay, so that's what I've been purchasing. I decided to take with me my bestie bag that I'd cut out in this fabric, which goes with my Lavissa dress that you can see in the background, and I managed to get quite a bit of it sewn up, not all of it though, and had to come home and finish off the rest. So I'm at this stage now where I just need to attach the straps. Now, the reason why I've got a different fabric here is because I actually forgot to cut these pieces out. Don't know what happened. And I didn't have any of this fabric left, so I managed to find this really nice cord with a gold stripe down it, which I thought complemented that well, and I've used that for the tabs. Now I'm in an iron about using a strap for the strap or making the strap. If I make the strap, I'll have to make it out of this cord, which I have got quite a lot left of, or I'll have to use a strap in my stash. But I'm just not sure I've got one that goes with it. But anyway, we'll have a look. So I've used this gorgeous handmade metal label that Becky got me, I think, in my calendar. I got 2 of these, and I just think that looks so nice with it. Really lovely. Adds that little bit of class. I've got this gorgeous pink zip that came from Frocktail's goodie bag. And then inside I've got this orange lining. Now, it's not the neatest inside because I didn't change my top stitching thread. I mean, if I'd really been perfectionist, I'd have had black on the top and orange underneath, but no, I wasn't feeling that yesterday, to be honest. I wasn't feeling that perfectionisty the other day, so yeah, it didn't happen. And I've also put this one in the side, which says Magnifique, because I just thought that lilac looked really nice with it. And yeah, it's nearly done. I'm just thinking, I have a look in my bag of straps. Yeah, bag of straps. I mean, I've got a leopard print one, but I think that's a bit of an overkill. I've got this houndstooth one. Again, don't think that really goes. I've got this red one, which, yeah, I think is a bit too busy. I probably just need a plain black, and I don't actually have a plain black. So I'll probably just make one in the cord fabric, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So yeah, really liking my bestie bag. That's another one. I think it'd be nice for the summer. Yeah, bestie bag number 2. Just got to finish it off. Okay, so that's what I've been doing sewing wise. I haven't actually sewn up any clothes, but I have cut out some patterns. So The lovely Becky made the lane pants at my sewing social in a gorgeous green cotton that she'd got from Sew Me Sunshine. They were really nice, and she kindly gave me, she'd printed off two copies of the pattern, and she kindly gave me her other copy of the pattern. So I have cut that out. Now I've cut it out in a size, I've left the 6 and 8 lines on there because the sizes actually put me in like a 10, but I've been told that you should size down 1 or maybe 2. So I'm umming and ahhing between the 6 and the 8, but yeah, I just need to have a look what the difference is between the 2 sizes. But yeah, I've been told I should really size down. Let me know what you think. Oh, the lane pants are massive. My measurements are a 31 waist, a 38 hip, and a 38 bust. So bust doesn't matter for this, but yeah, 31 waist, 38 hip, and they're elasticated waist. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I'm going to make, but we'll see. And then the other pattern that I've cut out is the Calla pants by Fabric Godmother. Now, I have actually had a response from Fabric Godmother. I did email them about the pattern only being a paper pattern and you're not getting the PDFs, and what they did say, to be fair, was that they understand where we're coming from. They said that if it's not a Fabric Godmother pattern, they have agreements with the pattern companies that they aren't to put the PDF patterns in. So it's part of the deal that they have to put the patterns in the boxes for distribution. So they're not able to do that. But what she did say is, if it's a Fabric Godmother pattern, they will send they do send the PDFs out to all the subscribers to the boxes. Now, I hadn't had the PDF email sent to me, and I've not heard of anybody else that has had that, to be honest. So whether there's a glitch in their system where it's not going out. So I'd be keen to know, if you get the Fabric Godmother box, did you automatically get the PDF pattern files sent to you automatically? If not, let me know, because then I can let Fabric Godmother know that there's a bit of a problem. But yeah, they said that if it's a Fabric Godmother pattern, they will send it out, and anybody that hasn't got it or has deleted the email can email them and get them. So I actually said, that's great news, I'll let everybody know. And also they sent me the PDFs for the Calla Trousers, so I now have the PDFs, which I think is really, really good and a good compromise. So yeah, feeling a bit better about that, to be honest with you. Now I've cut out the pattern. On my measurements, I've gone for a size 12. I am going to compare the pattern pieces to a pair of similar ready-to-wear trousers that I've got, because again, I was umming and ahhing between the 10 and the 12, but I think with the Fabric Godmother, the 12 will be fine. And I've washed my Ponte, my red Ponte, which is gorgeous, and I've also had my Ponte come through that I'm going to use for my stripe. And this is the Ponte that I got, and I got this from, someone was asking me where I got it from. I got it from So Confident. They've still got this in stock. I'll put the link in. So that's going to be my stripe, and then I ordered 1.5 meters because I want to have enough to make a coordinating top, and I'm going to go with the Drew sweatshirt made in a combo of those, whatever's left over, hopefully, if I've got some left over. And then not sure what I'm going to do about the stripe yet. I don't know if, sorry, the piping. I don't know if I'm going to go with the piping. It might be a bit of overkill, but we'll see. But I was also asked where I got the stretch piping from. Now I will put a note in a link to where I got the stretch piping from, but ultimately I don't think you need to use stretch piping. You can just use a normal piping, because the fabric's cut on the bias that makes the piping, the bias binding. It has some give in it anyway, and I do know that you can actually use a woven for the stripes down the middle and the ribbons and stuff. So yeah, you don't actually have to use stretch piping. But yeah, that is kind of my plan. The lane pants, what am I going to make the lane pants out of? Well, let me get my fabric that I'm going to make my lane pants out of. Here we are, I couldn't see it for looking. So this is a lovely plissé that I forgot to share with you, that my bestie Becky got me when she went to the rag market recently. And she knows I love black and white. She knows I love plissé. So I think a pair of lane pants in this will be really, really nice. So actually, based on that, I will go to the size 6, because obviously plissé has a little bit of stretch in it anyway and give. So yeah, I think a nice pair of lane pants in that is going to look gorgeous. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So this weekend, I've got quite a busy weekend. I'm looking after my mum, so it's about 2:30 now. Well, no, about 2 o'clock now. I've got to go and pick up my mum at 2:30 from daycare. She, for those of you that don't know, has got dementia. She goes to a lovely daycare on a Monday and a Friday. My dad's gone away for the weekend on a reunion with some army friends, and yeah, so he can have a bit of a break. So me and John are looking after my mum for the weekend, which I'm a bit scared about, really. Well, not scared, that's the wrong word, a bit apprehensive about, because it's quite sad seeing how much she's deteriorated and stuff, like having to wash her and take her to the toilet and brush her teeth and stuff. It's not a nice thing to have to do, but yeah, it's just more upsetting than anything. But we're going to have a nice weekend. Now, I have got my sewing social on Saturday at the Staffordshire Sewists, and I didn't think I was going to be able to go because of my mum, but John's volunteered to look after her for me, and so I can go. So I'm going to cut out my lane pants. I'm also going to cut out my I'm going to cut out my lane pants in this and try and get these sewn up, and then also cut out my Calla trousers as well. Probably won't get them sewn up because there'll probably be a lot of gassing, I should imagine. So yeah, that's like my plans for that, and that'll probably be my sewing plans really for the whole weekend, because I'm not really going to have time to sew really other than that. I am off next Tuesday. I now work a 9-day fortnight and I have a Tuesday off, so on Tuesday I'm going to dedicate the day to sewing, because I just haven't really used my day off yet for anything like that. Last one that I had off, I used it for doing my presentation for my interview, which was like obviously worthwhile doing, but yeah, I haven't really just used it for me. So that's what I'm going to do next Tuesday, and hopefully by then my patterns will have come through that I've got printed off, and I'll be able to make up my Calla trousers, which I'm excited for. So yeah, they're kind of my plans. And then what else? Oh, I've just got a couple of little items to show you. Well, one item to show you, and that is the Bag Maker's Black address, Studio 77. So there's been a few unboxings of this already. Now, I don't get this free. I subscribe to it. I have done for a while, and I'm so glad I did. This is like, if someone could make a bag box for me, this would be the bag box. So it comes all really lovely packaged. You get a little leaflet, which I don't actually have. What have I done with that? I'll go get it in a minute. And then inside you get a lovely little tea bag. So rhubarb and custard. I love rhubarb and custard. It is like my favourite. So I'll be interested to see what that's like as a drink. I've got a rainbow open-ended zip. How cute is that? Loads of it. Oh, straw. We've got a rainbow thread. Look at that cute coloured thread. Love that. Then we've got the hardware. So basically it's rainbow zips that say thanks, I made this, and there's 2 of those, which is great. We've got some stickers that say So Wild and Rawsome Maker, leopard print. So I think you'll probably get the theme here. And then we've got, is it TPU? It's like a clear vinyl, and I can't, hang on, I haven't actually opened it. Oh. This is the vinyl. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, leopard print, lovely. Now, I've never sewn with vinyl before, with this see-through vinyl stuff, but I'm excited to. Now, in the leaflet that you get, which, let me go grab it, because I'm not going to do it justice without that. Sorry about that. So this is a leaflet that you get, and it tells you about everything that's in the box and why she's put it in there. So yeah, 30 centimetres of roll of rainbow leopard TPU. Not sure what TPU stands for. I'm sure you'll all tell me. 1.5 meters of rainbow zipper tape. 2 times thanks, I made it zipper pulls. The rainbow remix text 35 thread. 2 stickers and a tea bag. And then it has pattern recommendations. So there's a couple of patterns there, but the one that is the Studio 77 pattern, is called the Sonia Beach bag, and I love it. I've bought the pattern. You get 20% off by the code in here, and it's described as a large tote that has lots of pockets for organisation on the move, whether for the beach or around town. Yeah, so I'm going to make that up, she says, but I'm dead into bags at the moment, so I think it would be a really nice beach bag, swimming bag, that type of thing, because it's kind of clear at the top. I'll put a picture in. Yeah, I just think it looks really good. So yeah, that's the bag box, which I'm really happy with. So I will definitely be putting that into my bag stash collection, and yeah, adding it to the list of things I need to make. Okay, so I think that's everything for today. Yeah. Thank you all for the lovely messages. Thank you all for subscribing and liking. If you don't subscribe already, please click the subscribe button. And if you haven't liked the video, please click the like button. And I will see you all soon. Happy sewing. Bye.